How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of porter time on today's MBR with Manskirt Brewing's The Great Porter. Yeah, Manskirt. I've actually been there a couple times. It's a small brewery, Hackettstown, New Jersey. I get out that way every now and then, and this place is a little unique. It's actually one of the few breweries in and around my area that are actually started from a home brewer. I mean, most brewers start as home brewers, but very few of them just, homebrew and then jump right into owning a brewery, and that's what this is. I mean, around my area, there's a couple, Breaker Brewing comes to mind, and a couple places like that, but it's a few and far between, so unique in that sense. But yeah, they've been around for it's been a year and a half, I believe, and they finally did their first can, which is their Great Porter. I had this a while ago, so it's been a little bit fresh, I guess you could say. So, but I picked it up this weekend. There we go, story. Anyway, as far as what it says on the can itself, it says, no pants, just great beer. Manskirt Brewing, 5.5% alcohol by volume. The Great Porter, made in Hackettstown, New Jersey. Blah, blah, blah. And in the back here it says, Manskirt Brewing occupies what used to be the People's National Bank. In the fire of 1942, the only thing that survived was the vault, filled with citizens' money. To this day, the vault is still standing. The Great Porter, dark, roasty, chocolatey, creamy, just the right amount of hops to offset the sweetness of the grain bill. Think you don't like dark beers? Give this one a try, and you may become a believer. We don't call it great for nothing. And that'd be that. It's okay. A little kind of kilty little thing going on there with a little kind of artistic kind of waves. I don't know. I'm not saying I like it. Not saying I hate it. Somewhere in between. But it's all about the beer. Let's give this a whirl. Squat little 12-ouncer here. So it's really interesting when you actually do have brewers that kind of jump in from the home brewer aspect of things. The beers, I think you can tell. I do believe there tends to be a little bit of I want to say immaturity. That's the worst word to use in the world. Word to use, because it's not a matter of that. It's just that a lot of brewers, when they go out and they learn from other people, what you're doing is you're learning the patterns, basically. And when you come in through the homebrew world, I believe there's a little bit more kind of coming in from different angles. That can be a good or a bad thing. So anyway, pretty creamy to start it off, kind of settling down a little bit rocky now, especially on the edges with the bubble wise. Malted malt ball in color, and she'd be dark. Pretty damn dark, but she is a porter. Porter's supposed to be dark. Science. So there you go. She looks like a porter, let's put it that way. Let's see if we can get a nose on her. Rich, creamy, chocolatey, a little bit of roasted malt, a little bit of kind of roasted coffee, nothing too bittering in there. Definitely milk chocolatey. And like I said, kind of that roasted malt / roasted coffee kind of note. Nothing too bittering, nothing too over the top. But as far as nose goes, it's about as good as you can get with a base low ABV porter. I mean, there's no what's the word I'm looking for? No secret. Not the biggest porter fan in the world. I love stouts. I love dark beers. I love light beers. I love all kinds of beers. But porters just kind of float in this weird world where usually they don't do it for me. But this one looks good. She actually smells pretty damn tasty. So we're off to a fantastic start. And see what she tastes like. Cheers. That's not too bad. That's actually really good. Really nice mouthfeel to it. A little bit less, what I like to call fluffy, than a lot of porters that really kind of tickle my fancy mouthfeel-wise. But here's the thing. A lot of porters kind of give me that creamy, fluffy kind of mouthfeel. They kind of lose me a bit in the taste. What they usually end up being like for me is kind of a watered down version of something that I like. Almost a weaker version. Not necessarily of a stout, but the flavors are there. They just tend to be a bit watered down. Well, this one doesn't give me the exact super fluffiness I typically expect or want from a porter. It's giving me a lot more robust flavor, which I'm absolutely 100% willing to trade off on that for, because the mouthfeel is still really nice, but you get a heaping helping of roasted malts that are not overly bittering. The beer is sweet, but there's enough bittering malt there to kind of balance that off. And the chocolate's really nice in this. It's really robust for its ABV. I mean, it's not, we're not talking about a 12% beer here or a barrel-aged beer or an adjunct-laden beer. We're talking core 4 ingredient beer where you're getting for that ABV in that style of beer, you're getting a heaping helping of chocolate. Again, not overly sweet, but a little bit of bitterness there. So you're kind of getting like that semi-sweet chocolate kind of vibe from it. Nice mouthfeel. Nice kind of sweetness to kind of bitterness kind of ratio, kind of bouncing off each other, kind of make it balanced, and that's pretty much it. And that's not a bad thing. It's what the beer is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a really nice, dark, roasted malt beer that is well balanced and tastes pretty damn great. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's probably one of the best porters I've ever had. I've said this ad nauseum with a lot of lower ABV, darker beers, porters more specifically. I usually get this kind of like metallic kind of astringency, whether it be from the brewing process or whatnot. I get zero of that in this beer, and all I get is rich, nice, creamy beautifulness that's balanced pretty damn well. Yeah. This is fucking, like I said, I'm not the biggest porter fan in the world, but if more porters tasted like this, then I'd be a bigger fan. Let's put it like that. So yeah, let's talk about it. Is it one of the better base line, no craziness, not imperial, not adjunct this or imperial that or whatever, porter that I've had as of late? Yeah, actually, like I said, probably one of the better ones I had in general, period. Value and availability, I believe it was 13, give or take, $12 to $14 for a 6-pack of 12-ounce cans. That's not too shabby. And availability, they actually had cans the last time I was there. It was about a month, or actually probably about 2 months ago. They had cans this past weekend, so 2 month span they had cans. I don't know if they keep continually canning, or is that originally what they had on the shelf. There is no dating on here, so I can't tell you either way. But it's probably a brewery only thing, or if you might be able to find some in and around the Hackettstown area. And if you like what we like this, if you like porters, if you like nice dark beers, if you like well balanced beers, if you like well made, clean, easy drinking dark beers, then you definitely like this, because that's what this delivers, and it delivers it in spades, and it's freaking delicious. So yeah, there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. If you want to check me out all over those places, and yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying the beautiful, well-made porter right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.